gridders up on screen for you then, with Lucy Lovell leading the way. She'll be on pole position with Jack Hutchinson alongside Logan Lauder and Aston Brown, with Toby Dukes and Adam Turacek on route number 3. Then it's Dax Farah and Ella Lucia, with Sebastian Clark and Harry Neeson completing your top 10. Daniel Minto, Heat 1 winner, he starts in 11th with Alex Jones alongside Max Wheatley, Caden Simpson and Jos Hushka. Complete your 15-kart grid. I'm joined in the commentary box, albeit under somewhat sad circumstances, by Amy Peacock, the driver that retired from that one. Amy, not the circumstances we wanted to be talking to him, but just talk us through what caused the retirement there on lap number 6.
I think it was a clutch that just went wrong or something.
So the clutch there, obviously it's a clutch, but it's bolted into the side of the engine, of course. So it could be that, if that's come out, or there could just be a bit of slippage on it, so that'll be a problem. So that's why you've retired. All in all, there was a season. It's been a very strong one for you, not only here but in other championships as well, with you running right towards the front. You're still in with a shout, I think, of top 5. I think you're currently 6th going into this race day. That retirement obviously not going to help the points for that one, but you did clear half race distance, so you will pick up some points for that later on. But as a season as a whole, it's been a strong one for you.
Yeah.
So you're running right at the front here. You're running second in a moment at Teesside, with pretty much, which is almost confirmed. We just need a few more points in the final 2 rounds to confirm second in that championship. Also, you're racing at Fulbeck as well. How are you doing there?
Quite all right. I'm third in the championship.
So this will obviously be your final season in Honda Cadet, because it looks like you're going to be taking a fair few trophies home with you at the end of the season. Plans for next year, what are we doing in 2023?
Hopefully Minimax.
Well, you say hopefully. I know you've already got it, so don't hopefully. I know that it's there. So I know that the plan obviously will finish. I think we'll finish once all the points are wrapped up in your respective cadet championships. I think it's a quick jump into Mini for 2023. Are you confident? I know you've tested it a few times, raced it once or twice as well. So are you confident of adapting very, very quickly into Minimax?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Amy, all the very best for your race day. I know that you're out in the heats a little bit later on, the final heat number 3 before lunch, and then heat number 4 as well. So hopefully you can get some points, and hopefully we'll see you later on at the business end of the day in that A final.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Amy, thank you very much for joining us in the commentary box here. Appreciate that. I'll send Amy back off to get her kart sorted, and we will be racing ever so shortly with our Micromax class. I think the delay come obviously because Max Wheatley was in that race, and then he's got to run down and jump straight into the Micromax as well. So we'll await the Micros making their way out onto track. We've obviously got quite a lot of Hondas as well down there that have got to come through the scrutineering bay as well. Here we are then with our Micromax runners making their way out. Back into the live chat we go though, with George Massey saying come on Jack Collinson, and Philip Clark wishing Stan and all the BSR drivers luck. Then we've had Harry Brown, who we've seen here a few times in JKC this year in Junior Pro Kart, wishing Sam Hayes all the very best as well. Amy Valentine saying go on Teapot, making up 17 places to finish in 3rd. In this one though, we have got Toby Dukes and support coming in from RS72 for Dukes as well. Thank you for everybody that's got in touch via the live chat. Of course, remember, if you do want to get involved in that live chat, either with talking with each other or with us directly here in the commentary box, just give the stream a subscribe on the Alpha channel, and then you can comment as well. Feel free to smash that like button like it's an accelerator pedal, just like our Micromax runners are about to do when they come through, albeit in 1 lap's time, because it's 2 rolling up laps, and that green flag with the chevron is shown over the start-finish line. The final runner there, just making their way through, is the 55 of Jos Hushka. In his second outing in the Cadet Kart Championship in the Micromax this season, having switched mid-season from Honda. And that is the 39 of Toby Dukes. That kart parked well out of the way. That could potentially be another reason why we've had that roll round. But Toby Dukes in the 39 kart, being moved to safety in the marshal's post. The cart well out of the way on the outside, but he'll take no part in this heat number 2 for our Micro Max runners. Here we go then, in out at this Micro Max class. Over start finish we come. Lucy Lovell leading them through and heading down towards the first corner with Jack Hutchinson on the outside. It's a move down the inside. Logan Lauder, and down the inside, that's Aston Brown into Jack Hutchinson, and Hutchinson from the front row is tipped into a spin and drops all the way down to the tail of the field. Dax Farah down the inside of Ella Lucia, down there at Holmes. We've got a change for the lead as Logan Lauder sweeps around the outside of Lucy Lovell as they go round O'Rossi. And then Turacek is down the inside as well, on the way into the right-hander at Barney's. Minto making early race progress, as you'd expect from the Heat 1 winner. He comes over start finish. Lauder with the fastest lap, as you'd expect from the driver coming through over the line first from that rolling start, with Turacek and Lovell the top 3. Then it's Farah, Neeson, Minto, Lucia, Jones, Clark and Simpson, Hushka, Brown, Wheatley, and then Jack Hutchinson after opening lap spin. 14 of our 15 runners in this Micro Max heat number 2, with Toby Dukes having to watch from the infield, having retired on the outlap. Down the inside goes Adam Turacek on Logan Lauder, and he moves through into the lead. Minto on Neeson down the inside. Neeson's going to try and be brave and run around the outside, but Minto is through down the inside. We know Neeson's got good race pace, particularly towards the end, and he's going to come straight back down the inside, I think, of Daniel Minto. Certainly got alongside. Minto wanted him to work with. In the background, you've got Ella Lucia and Alex Jones battling it out with each other. Minto, tried to go down the inside of Farah from a mile back. Farah was so far forward there, he didn't see it coming. The door closed in enough time that Minto could just ease off the throttle ever so slightly and take the fight into another corner. The move coming though, as there's a move down the inside from Caden Simpson on the 9 of Max Wheatley. Still shown as the 22. There's Minto down the inside of Farah and takes a huge swipe of side pod in doing so, with Neeson coming through as well down the inside. Farah will drop down from 4th place into 6th then. Lucia still holding off Alex Jones in the background, with Aston Brown now recovering back up into 9th place after that opening lap contact with Jack Hutchinson. Five minutes remaining. Turacek opening up a gap of 6/10 at the front from Logan Lauder and Lucy Lovell, but Lovell has been reeled in here by Minto, and Minto pulls out of the slipstream and pulls into 3rd place. Move down the inside. Lovell will slot right back into the wheel tracks as Harry Neeson tries to do exactly the same into Shoemakers. That door not open, and he will have to knock a little bit harder. So he goes though, down there at Holmes. Lovell might lose another place to Farah, although runs around the outside and it is only one for the driver of the 116. Heading towards that 4-minute and half race distance mark then. There's a move down the inside there, I think, on Aston Brown. By the 30 of Alex Jones, who were those two in their championship battle between each other. Brown had got in front of Jones, now Jones back in front of Brown. 1.5 seconds then for the 12 of Adam Turacek, holding off Logan Lauder at the front of this race. the young driver from London, looking to take a victory here on his maiden outing in the Cadet Kart Championship. As Brown gets back down the inside of Alex Jones. These two in their own personal battle. Nobody else really matters with Alex Jones and Aston Brown. They're the only two that can win this championship. It is a personal battle between the two of them, albeit with 13 other pawns in the game out there. Now onto the back of Ella Lucia, sandwiching them is the 9 of Max Wheatley in 10th place as they go over the curb. The curb on the outside of that of Shoemaker's, it's flat until you get the end of it, and then there's some grooves in it, almost as a reminder to the drivers that they need to get off the curb and back on the tarmac. That's why you can see the karts bouncing there towards the end. Around the hairpin at Alan Wones. Minto now is right on the back of Logan Lauder. And comes to the inside early. Out of the slipstream for Daniel Minto. And on the brakes down, he goes down the inside. Then Lauder's on the outside. Minto gives him a kart with respectful driving between the two of them, and they're still side by side as they head towards Shoemaker's, and they slot back into single file just in time for Harry Neeson to make this a 3-kart battle for second place. Right now on the back of Logan Lauder is Harry Neeson, taking advantage of those in front of him battling to close the gap up that was around about 0.3 to Minto on the previous lap. Having a quick look, looks like Brown and Jones have found a way past Ella Lucia down there at Barney's. That'll be confirmed when they come through. That will move them up to 7th and 8th respectively. They're right on the back of Dax Farah though. They've closed a real big gap in on Farah, who looks to have either made a mistake or got a bit of a problem in that 35 kart. He's now got a train of karts behind him, led by Aston Brown in 2nd in the train. So that's going to be from Farah in 6th place all the way down to Jos Huschke in 11th. They're all nose to tail with each other. One minute remaining for your race leader, Adam Turacek. 2.5 seconds the gap to Daniel Minto. See whether Minto can close any in now that he's through those in front of him. Farah and Jones battling it out. There's going to be rumble strip on the inside there, and then there's some tyres. They're going to be 3 wide heading down towards that first corner. Brown is already through on Farah. This is why Jones now is anxious to try and get through as well. Needs the points, needs to be close to Aston Brown to keep that championship hope alive here in Micromax. All he can see in front is Aston Brown opening up 1 kart width, 2 kart widths with every single corner. Farah, who had good pace in the early phase of this race, now is starting to drop away. Potentially the tyres could be well past their optimum temperature. The temperature obviously here at Ellough Park now, you can see the sun beating down on this Suffolk circuit, just getting warmer and warmer throughout the day. Last lap board is out for those coming over start finish. The gap down to 2.3, but it's not going to be enough unless Turacek has a problem. The driver comfortable running at the front, having finished 2nd in the a round of the Slovak National Championship earlier this year, coming in with Czech-Slovak parents, so accustomed to racing all around the world. Is currently racing to victory in heat number 2 here at Ellough Park. Round the final 2 corners, round Alan Wones, then the final one through over start finish. They're still battling it out between Neeson and Lauder for the final step on the podium. They've dropped really far back as they come over the line side by side. Who's it going to be? It's Logan Lauder by 0.03 of a second for 3rd place, with Minto in 2nd, Lauder then in 3rd, Neeson, Lovell in 5th place on debut here in the Cadet Kart Championship. Aston Brown and Alex Jones 6th and 7th. Wheatley, Farah, Lucia Huschke, Simpson, Clark and Hutchinson are your runners.